Okay, so just getting in on this game, we're basically just reviewing the Battlefield 3 for the first time. Generally speaking, I'm talking about the comparison between Modern Warfare 3 and the new Modern Warfare 3 that's due to come out, but certainly the comparison between the Modern Warfare and Call of Duty series. The first thing I'm noticing is that we always seem to be going in the same direction because, quite frankly, it's all based on objections. And as you can see, we've got the 4 diamonds, and I'm assuming we're defending. But there's sorry, we've got the 3 diamonds, and the idea is, as you can see, I'm heading towards the cafe that we seem to have got control of, and now I'm heading towards the next objective, which will probably be towards the center here. And before you know it, you're fighting over 1 or 2 objectives. That's the interesting thing about comparing the 2 games, is that there's definitive points that you always seem to be going to, whereas in Modern Warfare you can sometimes ignore things. You certainly don't in this game. I'm still yet to work out how to do the knife, believe it or not. I haven't quite worked it out. So I'm actually shooting glass rather than smashing it. But anyway, this is a centralized location. It's obvious that we're going to be fighting over this one. Now, I'm a sniper. The snipers are interesting because all weapons now have a trajectory where the bullets seem to drop if you're really far away. I'm talking really far away. Your bullets start to drop a little, or your accuracy you can see snipering can be deadly because I can really see those guys and I've got no problems with them. So unfortunately I didn't have anyone covering me for the guy that was right up close, and I could see him. But now you can see the point I'm trying to make here is that this is definitively this location now is where we're all going to be fighting. So I'm moving forward now. I'm starting at the cafe. So I'm ahead of the original deployment zone. And now I guarantee you we're all running in to that same location, which was the ticket area. And I, as a sniper, just got to figure out where I was the last time. Yep, I remember now. So this is where we went, and as you can see, all my guys are in this central location. And no surprise, this is where the firefight is happening. There you go. I think I got him and he got me. No, he got me. And then he was blown up. So I did a kill assist. I think I got 1 shot on the guy. So put simply, you know and I know now the ticket hall is where all the action is. So I can go straight to the action now. I've selected the respawn to go exactly where, and as you can see, the destruction that's happening in the game, not to the point where everything's collapsed, but certainly that's not as useful cover as it once was. Now I've just got to keep my eyes peeled and try to work out where they're coming from. I'm yet to work it out, but I think green is one type of kitted out player, and obviously I'm another type. You can see the blue and the star, so eventually I'll be able to read what that actually means, but you'll be able to see what the other character is on your team. What is his kit, just by looking at the stars and the little symbols. I'm assuming the action is right there, and it's no surprise. I think I got him, but I'm not sure. I can see him behind the... Okay, so this is it's definitely feeling different. The shots that you get aren't like really certain shots. In Modern Warfare, you generally find that you point, you pull your trigger, and you hit, and that's the end of it. This isn't quite that. You've got to kind of finesse a little bit more and kind of think about where you're standing, what cover you're behind. If you're out in the open, I'm pretty certain you're going to be one of the worst players in the game. So running around out in the open is a big mistake. And the other thing I'll say is when I'm not seeing us knife. I've yet to be knifed, I have a feeling. So I'm not sure whether it's because you've got to actually take it as an armament. And I love the destruction in here. It actually gives it a real life. So that's another big difference is there's a real life to the game as you see the destruction and the bullets destroying the surroundings. It's quite amazing. Line of fire seems to be really important as well. You know, you can be in a bad spot and you just can't really see. It's more of a factor in this game, I'm finding, than in Modern Warfare. Now, that was pathetic. I got hit by from behind. So someone's obviously doing a bit of a run around that way. So we've lost, as you can see, we lost the town hall or the ticket area. So now the cafe is the most forward position. So the other point I'm going to make is I'm finding that as a team, we're more interested in getting to that firefight that's obviously happening, more so than you get in Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare, you generally find that you could be running all over the place and everyone kind of does their own thing. So there's an enemy guy who completely missed me and I've got to try to take him out because he's obviously a very bad roguish kind of player that we have to get a hold of. He's a real problem. We're obviously both trying to find him. There he is again. Now I need to get him because he's a problem. He's causing us huge grief. Okay, it looks like one of my guys is after him, but I want to get him as well. Yep, he's camping. So obviously he's camping in our little respawn area, and now unfortunately he's probably pushed us right back to the original deployment point. So we've got to get him out of there, and he has. So that's what's happened. That's because of that guy that managed to make his way out the back there. So we've got to get him out of there. Which I now know where he is. So I'm going to get him out of there. So as you can see, we're all pretty much running in the same direction, trying to get to the same locations as each other. And I know this guy's in here and he's causing us huge problems. Quite a huge building. I'm seeing it for the first time. I'm just going to go to the top. Wow, okay, so that's completely dark up there. Okay, no point me hanging around here because we all know the firefight's happening. And see, without even really knowing the game at the moment, I know where the firefight's happening. It's happening around this corner where it happened earlier. And actually, the destruction gives you an indication of where the fighting's been happening. So, for example, as soon as we walk in here, have a guess what's been going on in here. So it tells you straight away where the fighting and the shooting is happening, because you can see all the destruction, the live destruction. I know there's a guy right there. All right, there's a few of them running across now. Yep, the whole team's coming in. So, excellent game. Definitely the firefights are different. You know what I'm going to do next. I'm basically going to respawn, probably at the cafe if I can, and that's what I can do, and immediately move towards the ticket area. And that's it. I mean, the game is very different. You know and I know where I'm heading to. And it's pretty rare that an enemy seems to get in behind enemy lines, so to speak. I don't think you see it very often. And if the enemy's got control of the building, they'll be a little bit further forward. If they don't, that's what's happening. They're coming. Now I'm just trying to get this guy. Wow, what a kill. That was insane. He just smashed into the glass. Okay, so basically now I know that the enemy are either here. There's someone camping, and I think I'm getting him. Damn it, I had to do a reload. Nah, he's down. Right, you can see what I'm trying to do now. Should have got my shot off a little bit sooner. Yep. So you can see the strategy. It's pretty clear. There's a massive firefight. The flames are insane. They're pretty cool. So you and I know that what we're literally feeling like we're doing is we're battling every little bit further forward. And that's what is happening at the moment. Right now at this point in the battle, we're just trying to move further forward. And as I move forward, sometimes I'll actually be the spawn point. I become a live spawn point because I'm the furthest forward. Now, I'm not sure if that guy died. They're not seeing me flanking across here. Flank firing. They seem to be firing. So I'm just going to stay here for the moment and hopefully I can get off a few kills. Now, I did an enemy killed, so I basically got a headshot on him. Pretty powerful stuff. So now I immediately know where to go. As opposed to Modern Warfare, the battle seems to shift around a bit. I think it's partly because of the way you respawn. I believe that's the reason why Modern Warfare is different, in that you respawn sporadically. And actually that's true. In Modern Warfare, 1 minute you're spawning on one side, next minute you're spawning on the other side. That's what changes the dynamic of the game. Whereas here, we're always respawning on our side, and that's it, essentially. Sometimes the respawns shift, but in this case, as you can see, that has not happened. Whoops, probably should have been paying attention to that guy. Took him out, yes, fantastic. That was cool. Got him with a headshot as well. So now I can see, I'm going to duck, I'm going to basically crouch. Certain he's dead. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this is very cool. I prefer what I'm seeing here as opposed to Call of Duty Black Ops. This is much better. It feels like a battle. It's pretty intense stuff. Okay, there's a guy, so I'm going to basically try to... Okay, maybe not useful here. Just seeing, I know the escalators are out there, so there's stuff that goes on there. I might have to move forward a bit. And obviously keep my eyes peeled because someone's going to suddenly come racing up those escalators. Okay, right, and obviously someone did. So you can see the guys as well moving forward as you're sort of watching the head-up display, or that blue, I guess you could call it a radar. And inevitably, someone will be behind me because we're all racing through this building. And I can look back and obviously someone will come out of that cafe's point at some point. I'm basically just trying to see if I can catch an enemy guy, and there's someone there. Okay. Just trying to see who's around. So what I'm seeing at the moment is someone's probably around that corner. No, they're not. They're around that corner. Yep. Now, I think we took him out. That was an enemy killed, so I got him. And I got my little ribbon as well, which is cool. Oops. Oh, shit. Someone got me from behind with a knife, and that means they take my... they took my... what's it called? My dog tag, which really sucks. Great game. Fantastic game. Totally different. I'm just sticking with the sniper at the moment. Want to get good at that. And fantastic. So... the reason being, of course, we're respawning from the exact same spot. Look at the flames off that car. Everything's brilliant. You're not seeing the full effect, obviously, with YouTube, but fantastic. I've actually lost where I'm going, so let's go the other way. Okay, not having much luck anymore. Let's have... oops. Yep, that was a problem. So the only thing you have to really look for is that type of player, the rogue player that seems to get in behind enemy lines and obviously causes a bit of a problem with the spawn point. You really want to avoid that. Now, I was revived, so that was interesting. Someone revived me. And I go back to my sniper. Okay, so I've got to go back to where I was. Eventually, once I get to understand a bit more, you can start to choose whether you're a medic, whether you take a medical kit, whether you want to start reviving players and things like that. It's pretty cool. You can become a specialist at that type of thing, obviously. I'm focusing on the snipers at the moment, which is cool for me. And see if I can actually make some half-decent progress in here. But basically, you can see the firefight. It's pretty obvious that there's a massive firefight here. We're really feverishly attacking as a team. As you can see, we are a team in here. We're not just, one guy going in gung-ho and the rest of it. And quite frankly, you cannot run out into there. You will die. So essentially, the game is designed in such a way that if you try to run around like a hero, you'll die. There's a sniper on the ground. So got that guy who was on the ground. He was a real problem. So there's another one, as you can see. That's a massive firefight there. I was trying to get that guy who was behind, and we've lost. I was trying to get that guy who was behind the column, and the column was protecting him. And it seems to me that the recoil and everything else fires the shot off. So if you're used to Modern Warfare, you're going to find your shooting is different. The recoil probably sends the bullet slightly off at an angle, and instead of hitting the headshot, you end up hitting the wall. So totally different dynamic in the game. It feels like a real firefight. It's a lot of fun. Okay, maybe I didn't get as good as I could have, but you know what? Awesome game. Very cool.